Welcome back to Shark Recaps. Today I am going to explain the movie Hardcore Henry. The story begins in a dystopian world with a man who regains consciousness inside a lab. This lab is inside an airship, and right then a scientist comes to him whose name is Estelle. Estelle tells him that your name is Henry and I am your wife. You've had an accident due to which you have lost your memory and now you cannot speak. Actually, Henry's hand has also been cut. So Estelle gives him a robotic hand which works completely fine, just like a real hand. Now she goes to her fellow scientist and tells him that you should now fit the voice device inside Henry. He was about to fit the voice device from the computer, but at the same time some people come here who take them all captive. Their boss named Akin, who has psychokinetic power, can control anyone by lifting him in the air with the power of his mind. He tells Estelle that I have the right over all your research. He kills Estelle's fellow scientist, but Estelle plays very loud music before Akin could cause further damage to Henry and Estelle, due to which he gets distracted. His powers do not work, and taking advantage of this opportunity, Estelle takes Henry out of the airship with the help of an escape pod. Now with the help of a parachute, this pod moves very fast towards Moscow City. Because the pod was meant for one person and they are two, it means it is overloaded. That's why his pod crashes in the Moscow City, due to which Estelle faints. And now the people of Akin come here who surround them. Estelle tells Henry that you have to help me, but Henry has no idea what he should do. That is why the people of Akin pick him up and throw him down from a sizable height. Henry realizes that his life is in danger, so he hides in a place to save his life. And then a man from Akin reaches there with a gun. Henry attacks him and kills him, and after that comes out with his gun so that he can kill more people of Akin. Just then a man comes to him whose name is Jimmy. He tells him that I was waiting for this moment for many years. You come with me. After this, Henry leaves this place with Jimmy in his car. On the way, Jimmy tells Henry that you should charge yourself, and when Henry does this, the police car starts chasing them and kills Jimmy. Because of this, their car gets into an accident. Henry somehow escapes from the car and reaches a shop, saving his life. But the policemen are chasing him here too. So Henry escapes from here and goes in a bus. And then a drunkard comes in front of him who tells him that I am Jimmy. I have disguised myself, and after that he takes out a device from his hand and tells Henry that that is why the policemen are able to track you. Now when both of them are sitting in the bus, a man comes near the bus who is wearing a steel suit and also has a fire gun. He kills Jimmy once again. That steel man also attacks Henry, but he somehow escapes from here, saving his life. And then a call comes on his phone, and this call is from Jimmy. Jimmy tells him that you have to come to a secret place. He sends him a location, and now Henry reaches that place. He sees that it is a nightclub, and when he goes inside a room there he sees that Akin is already there. Henry understands that a trap has been laid for him here, so he leaves from here in a car. Akin's men still attack him and chase him, but Henry also has a gun with which he fights them and somehow gets inside their car. There he sees that his wife Estelle is imprisoned. He frees Estelle from there, but Estelle is very scared, and once again Akin attacks on them, causing Henry to faint. And when he regains consciousness, Akin is in front of him. He takes out his baseball bat and tells him that if you do not give your life, then I will kill your wife. After that, Akin attacks him and throws him down from the car. But outside, his friend, his companion Jimmy, who is alive once again, he saves his life. But before all of them leave from here, the people of Akin once again attack them, in which Jimmy's life is lost. Henry runs to the jungle to save his life, where a tank comes in front of him. He attacks the men of that tank. But then a helicopter also comes here, from which many people are descending to kill him. Henry ends them all and grabs the rope of the helicopter. He wants to go over the helicopter, but then someone from the above cuts the rope, causing Henry to fall down. And now Henry once again gets a call from Jimmy, who sends him a location and asks him to come over there. Henry walks towards that. On the way he meets Jimmy, who is completely covered with leaves. He asks him to go with him, and both of them reach an old building where some security guards are torturing a girl. But both of them save that girl. And now Jimmy takes Henry to his lab, where he shows Henry a video and tells that Akin had tried to make super soldiers many times before, but he always failed, and he wanted him to make super soldiers by any means. And now here comes a man who is on a wheelchair, and this is the real Jimmy. He tells Henry that earlier I used to work with Akin as I needed funding, but when I came to know about his wrong intentions, I left his work. I made many clones of mine, with the help of which I can walk around the world. But this is my real form, which is in front of you. When Jimmy is telling all this to Henry, right then he sees that a camera is installed in his body. That means someone else is watching all these things. Jimmy gets angry with this. He tells Henry that you betrayed me. I brought you to my lab, trusted you, but you cheated on me, and he tries to shut him down. But Henry starts attacking and killing all his clones. Actually, Akin has access to the camera in Henry's body, and he has seen everything. Here now Akin is about to reach with his companions. Jimmy sees from CCTV camera that Akin is coming here with his friends. So he tells Henry that you kill me. But Henry assures him and says that we can fight them. And now they start fighting with Akin and his companions, but their number is very high, so they surround the whole building. But before Henry and Jimmy are caught, they blast the building and leave by car. And now they reach that place which is the headquarters of Akin. Both of them go inside, where they once again encounter the Steel Man with a fire gun. He attacks them, but this time Henry does not run away but confronts him and kills him. Jimmy is badly injured, so he dies. And now Henry wants to destroy the entire empire of Akin. So he goes inside a room where there are many soldiers. They attack Henry, but Henry finishes them all and reaches inside that room. There is a huge screen on which Akin's video is playing. And here he comes to know from that video that Estelle is not his wife, instead she is the wife of Akin. She lied to him. Actually, she connected emotionally all the experiments happening in the lab to herself. And Henry is also an experiment. Henry comes to know that Akin is also there. He attacks Akin, but a man stops him who works with Akin. Henry eliminates him and now moves towards Akin, but Akin has psychokinetic power by which he can control anyone's mind, anyone's body. He controls Henry's body and makes him unconscious. When Henry regains consciousness, he notices that Estelle and Akin are with each other. Here he also learns that whatever this complete plan was, it was Estelle's plan. Actually, they wanted to play with the mind of their experiment, wanted to put this in his mind that his wife, or the girl he loves, is in danger, so that he should make efforts to save that girl. And they are completely successful in their experiments, because whatever struggle Henry has done so far, all the people he has faced, he has done it to save Estelle. But now Henry has known the whole truth. Estelle and Akin, whose plan has been completely successful, want to make many more machines like Henry, whose mind will be of humans but body of machine. Now Akin wants to kill Henry, but before he can do so, Henry grabs his hands. He wants to break his hands so that he cannot use his psychokinetic power. But Akin moves away from him and starts blowing everything in the air. Henry walks up to him and kills him with a wire inside him. And now that he has killed Akin, he moves towards Estelle. Estelle fires at him, but she herself hangs down from the helicopter. She tells Henry that you should listen to your heart. You know you love me. You saved me. But Henry's intentions don't seem like that, because she betrayed him. A camera was intentionally placed in his body, which he did not know about. And that's why Jimmy also felt that Henry was cheating on him while he was cheated by Estelle. At the same time, the old memories that he had in Henry's mind, which are human memories, were completely erased. But Jimmy had removed his memory blocker before he died. That's why he now remembers his old life too. Now he knows who he is, who was his father. That is why he does not pull the Estelle up and closes the door, due to which Estelle dies. And with this, the story of this film ends. This film was released in the year 2015. Its rating on IMDb is 6.7. Hope you liked this story.